Don't you know that there's still a chance for you? There's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just so the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're fine. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky.
In the season, Ray.
Do you have that as a sort of a
My ringtone?
Is it?
It's not.
Do you have it
It's
as
a wagon wheel.
Is it?
No, it's
Actually, the first question was, how did you become the face of Newbridge Silverware? No, I don't mind. No, lad, come on, now, that's not fair. Look at that pose. Look at that.
I'm quite happy with that photo, actually.
But when you did this, right,
Yes.
and then you were going into the dressing room for Munster and for Ireland, and your face was in newspapers and on billboards and on the sides of buses and all that sort of thing, did you get a bit of slagging?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think
Well, give us an example
what
of
actually makes me, I suppose, happier is that I think they slag, but deep down they know that's a good shot.
We've got so many texts over the years, Anne, about the way you say sexual. You know, it is different.
Look, as long as I just keep saying sexual, it's not a problem, Ray.
It is different, isn't it? It's SEXSUAL, sexual. I can't even say it.
For God's sake, do you not think I'm at a stage in my life I'm lucky even to be able to say it?
How are you?
I have grandchildren as well.
You're 5.
5.
Yes, just so you know.
Is that how many? Not only that, but wait for the announcement. I'm going to One Direction tomorrow night.
Are you really going?
Yes.
You're a mad thing. You're a mad
Yes.
thing. Yes, you are.
Yes, I was pinned to the wall 2 months ago and said, you're going to One Direction with your grandchild and that's it.
You still have a little bit of influence, obviously. You can pick up the phone and
I'm
go.
not prepared to discuss that.
Yeah. You're looking very stylish.
Thank you. I had to make an effort.
Is that pressure, you know, when you hear your name mentioned in the same sentence as Audrey Hepburn and Grace Kelly and all that sort of thing?
Well, Ronan O'Gara texted or tweeted me last night and was like, what time are you going down? Battle of the style icons. So I was like, oh, if he's going to wear a nice shirt now tomorrow, I better think about what I'm wearing.
What's your favourite accent from around the country?
I think Donegal, the wee Daniel talking about wee Donegal and all that and the slow drawl and all of that sort of thing, and they take everything in their stride. They use a wonderful expression in Donegal. They say, when somebody says something outrageous, they say, I said nothing, I just went on talking. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, yourself and Johnny Sexton are best buddies now. You nearly ran me over yesterday. That's mad.
It was an interesting bike. We were wondering what the 2 satchels on either side were for.
Well, one is for CDs and one is for clothing. There you go. Now you know. Boring answer. Isn't that where the Leinster
Tour
HQ
regard.
is, where you were coming out of yesterday?
Yeah, we were on a little sneaky tour for trooping on. Oh, Jesus. You did a lot more thinking, obviously, on the bike after you left us.
I was going, why are they coming out of there? And then I was thinking, there's a big story. Johnny Sexton's obviously returning to Leinster. Was it negotiations or no?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
No.
You want to see me at the surfing, Ray? Wearing little more than this collar and the bracelet and a suit of armour and a smile.
Stop now, that man's getting a mental image there. Stop. Congratulations, you were voted Ireland's favourite mammy last month.
Wow.
Yeah, you received 72% of the vote ahead of Miriam O'Callaghan, who secured 16%. That's you trounced her, didn't you?
Lovely.
And she is 8.
Oh my God, yeah, she deserves it.
Yeah,
I'm just going to give it to her.
Yeah, even if just the family voted for her, she should have won.
Build your own rocket, ascend to the stars, transcendental meditation, missions to Mars. Yeah, we got sports bars, burning men and wonder drugs. It's time for your examination, let me slip on my gloves. I got the sky news blues all
little Micheál Ó.
Yes.
What age is he now?
He's 2 months. And it's absolutely brilliant, Ray.
Right.
As I was saying, lots of horror stories and stuff before that. I'm almost afraid to say he's really good. He sleeps a lot at night, between 12:30 and 6:30, so he's great. And there's great fun just looking up at him when he's looking up at you at 12:30 when you're giving him the bottle.
Right. Oh, that's nice. And you're doing you're a hands-on dad.
Oh, hands-on dad. Yeah, we kind of split it a lot, 70-30. So Rita gets away with the 30 a lot. No, I'm only joking.
I found the way up to the roof of the Mount Brandon Hotel in Tralee. It was the only place you could get peace and quiet. And I found out a backstairs and then a ladder and up through a hatch and so on. And you had the entire roof of the Mount Brandon to yourself. Right. And I used to walk around there doing figuring out what I was going to say to the girls and all of that. And it was the only place you could find absolute peace and quiet until they found me one day. And then that was the end of that.
How many years did you MC the Rose?
About 87.
The first time I realised that something was happening down here in Newbridge Silverware was because of you. Because you started wearing Newbridge Silverware, reading the news, and then people started to slag you. Who slagged you first about that?
Well, the one I enjoyed particularly was the girl on Bull Island. Remember Bull Island? Yeah. And she used to wear a gigantic knife, fork and spoon. And I used to see this dark-haired young woman running out of makeup every time I came in. And I'm a bit short-sighted, and I used to see this person going and I said to one of the girls in makeup one day, who's that woman? I thought it might be somebody that I had inadvertently offended, but it was she, and she obviously thought I mightn't find it amusing. So yes. I said it to William, and they sent me up a little neck piece with a little tiny knife, fork and spoon, and I left it there for her. And she was delighted, but it was I think that sort of that kind of clinched it in people's heads.
We're here in Newbridge Silverware to help them celebrate 80 years in business, and the man who's been mentioned throughout the morning and the CEO, the boss man of Newbridge Silverware, joins us now, William Doyle.
And at its height, it was producing some of the finest tableware for stately homes, best hotels, and we've a little museum on site dedicated to those early days. We've photographs of the early day craftsmen and the tools and dyes that were used and still used. Like, we still do manufacture. It's unfortunate that there are many who don't believe that, but we still have 30 craftsmen on site, and we have 3 with 50 years of service.
Will you explain your fascination with dresses, William? Because the Museum of Style Icons...
correct you very quickly. I don't have a fascination for dresses.
No, but it's driven by you, isn't it? It's your...
Yeah, but not as a result of a fascination, no. On a holiday with my wife Monica, and she happened to spot an article concerning the upcoming sale of an Audrey Hepburn dress. So we're in the jewellery business, and we like the idea of breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn, and a link with that wouldn't have done us any harm, a means of enhancing the brand name. We had the cheek to think that we could bid and acquire that. And we were unsuccessful because it went to 650,000 sterling. So
wow, for a little black
news went out that we'd actually bought that, so it was good.
Right, okay.
In fact, one of our directors was going through the toll bridge and listened to the 6 o'clock news, and he'd heard that we had bought that dress, and he wasn't amused. So
when is he going eventually?
He is actually, I know.
It's a long goodbye, isn't it?
He is at this stage, and it's so lovely because I think everyone, just wants to celebrate for him. And I keep saying that to him. I was like, remember, you're saying goodbye to the fans, because he finds it very hard with all the attention on him. But I was like, just put it back out. Yeah. But he's now they definitely know, because last week it's knockout stages. Yes. If they'd gone, it'd be like maybe it's the last time he's drunk from a bottle of water on the side of the pitch and before the end. But now it's definitely the end on in a week and a half.
The Rabo final against Glasgow.
Final, yeah.
And this is the goodbye.
Imagine he's like, I think I'll go another year. He won't. He won't.
Imagine there'd be a collective. Jesus!
No, don't say another year.
You should just do it. Just tell him to do it for the crack. I'm sure Gay won't like this, but when I hear his radio show theme tune, I now think of Moonboy and not Gay Byrne. That was for telly, Gay. It didn't work on radio. I know you mentioned William, and he's a very kind, generous man. You probably get a package every so often, do you? A sort of Newbridge Silverware.
Yeah. No, I do. Well, it's handed over to Jess, but she's like, I was kind of the link, but now I get pushed aside like all women. She deals direct with herself. So it's a family arrangement.
Nice. Do you still get a package from Willie?
I live in hope, Ray.
And this is great, I love this. Is there any chance that when you head off on holidays, Gay could fill in for 2 weeks?
Wouldn't that
instead
be
of Anton?
wonderful?
Just for a change.
Wonderful.
It'd be some crack. Imagine the music. There'd be no stop, eject. Or that didn't load in the computer for some reason. These are things that I say constantly.
Wonderful. This is the happiest day of my life.
I'm just looking at you there. I love the way the hair looks like it's not done, but it's done. You know, it's that sort of...
Aw, isn't he lovely? Same with yours.
Oh, shoot across the sky.